Um, okay, so that brings us to today's topic. A topic that is very important because we see this happening in today's what
Industry?
Sorry. Well, yeah, today's industry. So gaming companies have developed a habit. Now, it's a good thing when a gaming company develops a good habit, like giving the people what they want, making very good games,
Give us Sonic Mania.
releasing games that people will be interested in, maybe.
Sonic Adventure
Releasing
3, where are you?
surprise hits.
It's yeah,
Just like
yeah.
Rocket League?
Not changing their formula from one game to another. That's a good one.
Sometimes
Dog.
it's needed though.
Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog, I'm looking at you. And
Hey,
it's not a
Naughty
good
Dog.
thing.
Hey, you're good, but like seriously though,
What
like
happened to the gameplay?
This is why they're going away from Uncharted though.
okay. Well, anyways, but a bad habit, or bad habits that surge among gaming industries are not giving the people what they want, making bad games, rushing games,
Sega, I'm looking
Terrible
at you.
Sega. Well, they supposedly
rushing
they stopped that.
rushing games. First day DLC.
Day 1 DLC.
Yeah, day one DLC. What's up with that?
DLC.
DLC's okay, but like
later on in the
yeah.
On disc DLC.
on disc.
On
Capcom,
disc
I'm looking at
DLC.
you. I'll never forget Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, 2 of the characters were
Yeah.
on disc.
And one and see like what it's a bad thing to rush a game, but I don't know, like maybe I see like delaying a game multiple times as equally as bad.
I agree.
It's pretty bad.
Okay, why? So we're gonna get into this. We're going to
Start off.
open the can of mashed potato side of fries, and we're gonna pick at it with a fork.
The Smash community already does that. Don't worry.
Damn.
So, Ricky, name one game that has been delayed.
Dude,
Too many times.
I think. Hold on. How many did I? Oh, the
Just
papers
name
over
one.
there. Final Fantasy 15.
Okay, Zahir, name one game that has been delayed.
I just named some. Zahir, were you not paying attention?
My mind's in the cloud right now.
There was one you found out sitting down at this
South
table.
Park,
There
The
you
Fractured
go.
Butthole. I'm sad that's delayed.
Yep. You want another one? Ivan, name a game that has been delayed.
Kingdom Hearts
2.8.
2.8.
Want me to name another one? The Last Guardian.
Oh, yeah. I mean, number
Go ahead. Name another one.
Kingdom Hearts 3 now.
Sonic Mania.
No, Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's delayed?
It was supposed to come out this year, and around E3 they delayed it
That's
to
what I wanted.
February. Yeah, to February.
Psychonauts 2.
That hasn't.
No, the fact that he wasn't able to like make it, that's delayed. Because he wants to.
Anyways, all these delays happen
yes.
in like the past 6 months.
And
And
Or
see,
even that-
okay,
even that.
so first I think we need to like really like look into why exactly a game, has a
Breath
reason
of the
to be
Wild.
delayed. Breath of the Wild.
that one really like grinds my gears.
So
Star Fox
okay,
Zero.
so tell me something.
was outrageous.
What is one reason you think a game is delayed?
Well, so we can look. I'm gonna look specifically at the games releasing exclusively on PS4, and so not Final Fantasy 15 or anything like that. I'm gonna look at The Last Guardian. I'm gonna look at Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm gonna look at Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. Now I know for that last one, Tetsuya Nomura has said that Final Fantasy 15's delay affected this.
But it's a snowball effect.
Yeah, but I feel like there's more to it here because he also said in that same statement it's supporting PS4 Pro. And I'm pretty sure The Last Guardian and Horizon Zero Dawn, we already know, supports PS4 Pro. I feel like, especially this year, because we're getting a lot, these games are being delayed to make use of it.
Mm-hmm.
That just seems like to make the most sense. Now, delays aren't a bad thing. Delays only mean good things. If a game is still bad after delay, it was much worse before the delay. So, that said, one way they could avoid delays is not announcing the release
too
dates
early.
before they are absolutely 110% sure
They're done.
this is the day. And I'm looking at you, Last Guardian, looking at you, Final Fantasy 15. You stop this. Stop announcing dates too early.
I think one of the reasons why we get so many game delays is because companies, they have such high ambitions for the games. What are you doing? Stop that. For the games, and they think, like, for example, I don't know if this is true. This is coming out of my ass. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we want everything to be...
That game was delayed like 2 years.
Open... What?
What just happened? Ivan's kecking and I have no idea why.
Open world everything.
Okay, keep going.
No load times. And they said let's say they just say that for the fans.
Ivan. Okay,
Anyway,
hold on 1 sec. Hold that thought. Ivan, breathe. Breathe. Breathe.
Oh, it's so stupid,
Okay.
but I don't know why.
You want to explain it?
Yeah, explain.
Come on, explain it to us.
Say it, don't spray.
Don't spray it, sister.
Because I was like, this is totally coming out of my butt. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I was like, because you were like, this is totally coming out of my butt, and I was like, there's Legend of the Breath of the Wild. I was like, oh.
It's coming up my butt. It's going up the screen right now.
I was like, oh,
Oiga.
sorry. It
No,
just,
pues taco.
it just like,
Why do you have a sad face on
God
your
damn it.
hand?
oh, it's
Show it to the
nothing.
camera. Show it to the camera.
So happy.
I got it at my work.
Okay.
You got punished. Anyways,
Go
Breath of the Wild.
breath of my ass.
Never gonna look at that game the same way anymore.
Maybe the title screen is gonna be Link all like this, but it's gonna be me Photoshop just farting.
Anyways, Breath of the Wild.
So they make like this ambitious goal, like everything's
wild.
gonna be open world. No, let's say they would say like there's gonna be no loading screens. Everything's real time. Blah 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 blah. And they try to meet that goal, and they realize they can't do that. That, like, they had the development, they're doing everything for it, and they have to like kind of cut back. And be like, okay, we can't do this anymore. So we have to kind of integrate it in a way that we sort of meet that goal, but we didn't meet that goal. And yeah, fans are gonna be disappointed, but we still sort of got it there. So that's why they delayed. Yeah, they delayed it. My bad.
Yeah. Another thing I feel, especially in the case of Breath of the Wild, is that the
Announced
NX
it too early.
they did, but the NX was coming out, and they delayed it to have it on the NX.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
not
Oh yeah.
tiptoe around that. They're not going to tell us that because that's fucked up, but that's one of the reasons, obviously.
And I feel like the NX version is gonna be like the definitive way to play the game.
We will see.
We will see because we don't know anything what the NX is. But I have a strong gut feeling that it's gonna be the definitive way to play. They sort of did the same thing with Twilight Princess, but I played the GameCube version and I felt that was the definitive way to play.
Usually
Twilight Princess.
Nintendo's the one that comes out with their consoles first, huh?
See, okay.
And
They
then,
jumped the
and then
gun all the
Sony
time.
and then
Yes,
Sony
the
and
Wii-
Xbox
the
released.
Wii came out first. I
The
don't remember.
GameCube came out first.
Yeah, GameCube came out first. The N64 came out first, I believe. Yeah, Nintendo's usually the first one.
And
of a
now
new
they're like
generation.
the one that like, oh no, we're not gonna say what it is.
Yeah, but they had this like announced for a while now.
Well, yeah, but like for example,
But they're still gonna fall on their ass. I feel like the NX is not gonna do that well.
The idea of being able to take the console with you is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it is. And I don't wish anything bad on the NX. I don't. But Nintendo needs to just make a good console, a good, strong console. I don't mind paying $300, $400 for a good Nintendo console that has no gimmicks. Just give me a regular controller. I just want to sit my ass down and play. Like, get rid of the Wii. Stop. No more Wii functionality. We're done.
Yeah. And while we're on the topic of NX and delays, NX is supposed to come out in March. They haven't said a thing about it, other than the fact that it exists and it's coming out in March.
It's not going to come
Breath
out.
of the Wild is on it. There's no way. By this point,
delay.
this point in time of a life cycle of,
Should you
of
have a big
announcements,
stamp? Delay.
Please
yeah,
understand.
in this time of announcements,
Please
and
delay.
release, we had already known about the PS4 and the Xbox One by this point in time. Nintendo hasn't said a thing about the NX, so I feel like that's going to be delayed.
The thing is, the NX is going to be delayed, which in fact is going to make Breath of the Wild delayed.
I can
Because
see
they
that.
just go hand in hand together.
I can see that.
And the reasons would be like, oh no, it's because we want to add these cool new things. Just
You heard it here first on Hidden Item Music Cast Chapter 7. We NX and Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, to be delayed in March.
Yeah, I just don't see it coming. And well, they never said Breath of the Wild was initially coming out in March.
No,
they just said it's going to
come out with the NX.
Yeah.
It'll go hand in hand. That game's not going to come out. I'm telling you, they're going to push it till November
But
this year.
while we're on the topic of why delays could happen, another thing I can imagine happening is that, I mean, when you're making film, they're able to like pinpoint the release date very well. Like delays in the film industry don't happen nearly as often as it does in the gaming industry.
Nowhere near.
And sometimes they announce the release date like years ahead of time. I remember before Guardians of the Galaxy even hit theaters, they announced the release date of Guardians Volume 2. Like they're like, this is the day it's coming out. Like a week before the first one even hit theaters, which is insane to think about. They had that much planning, all thought out, and they hit it. Or supposedly they're going to hit it. We haven't heard anything about it yet. But the thing about filmmaking is that we've been doing that for a long time. Very long time. It is much older than the gaming industry, which is still relatively new. And the technology is advancing at a much higher pace than that. We went from, look at the jump from NES to N64, and then from N64 to GameCube, and so on and so forth. Things just kept getting better. And then even without the jump between consoles, there's even the jump with the software being used to make these games. Like look at Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, and look at The Last of Us.
Oh, it's really different.
That's a huge jump. So I feel
Uncharted, Drake's Fortune was better.
So I just feel like the advancements in technology, then they're gonna needs them to take more time on this stuff, and then of course there's more learning and there's more R&D involved, and so I just feel like they can't figure out exactly how long it's gonna make a game because of all of that.
I get that because okay, like for example, you have all these game developers that they work hard and they go to school to become a game developer, but they work in a field like how you said, Ricky, that's constantly expanding and constantly growing, where new software is coming out like the day later they get their degree. And like these game developers, I bet they go to school and they show them how to do most stuff on like one piece of software,
one program,
or 3 or 4 or 5 pieces of software. But all these new like softwares coming out, they have to pretty much relearn everything that they're gonna do. Like I need to learn. It's like, okay, I'm gonna make this box. I need to learn how to make it on this software. That's cool. I learned it. Oh, this is a new one. I gotta learn how to make it on that software. Oh, but it doesn't work like the other. It doesn't work like the other software. So, I feel like that kind of thing is like pretty like stressful.
No,
yeah,
I can vouch for that. Totally.
Like it's one of those things where like you have to love your job.
You know why I can vouch for that though? Because I remember taking a class in the summer of like when we graduated high school at the Arts Institute or something like that, and it was a game developing class, and they were teaching me how to code and stuff on Unreal Engine 3, and around the corner was Unreal Engine 4 coming out. So imagine all those people that learn Unreal Engine 3 and then knowing that Unreal Engine 4 is coming out. So you have to pretty much have to start all over.
And then a lot of companies make proprietary engines, like Final Fantasy 15 runs on Luminous engine, but then for some reason Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 run on Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah.
So it's like, even within a company, you're like, I'm just gonna be using all these engines, and then what's gonna happen to Luminous after Final Fantasy 15 comes out?
Done.
Probably done.
Yeah.
They made one game with it, and then they moved on to Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah. Well, when you have a better engine, you're gonna go for that.
I like to see was like, stop everything. We go to Unreal Engine 4 now.
Please
for Final Fantasy.
For Final
Fantasy.
And then you have people.
Please understand.
Then you have people like.
Oh,
and then this kind of also connects to announcing things too early. Look at Death Stranding. We don't have a release date, sure, but they announced it at E3, and
way too early.
He didn't have an engine picked out. E3 was how long ago? Like it was in
Months ago?
June. We're in September right now.
It's gonna run on Windows Movie Maker.
No,
Oh,
and then at the
Stuck on.
time they announced at E3, they were like, it's down between two engines, and what we made at E3 is based off of one of the candidates. And then come like TGS, he reveals he finally decided on an engine after these past how many months has it been? Like 4 or 5 months?
Well, think about it like this.
No,
A
it's
lot
been 3
of things
months.
can
But
happen.
yeah,
I remember you told me, Ivan, one of your biggest fears is to die before Kingdom Hearts 3 is released. And the thing is, it's been like 10 years.
Hey,
since
maybe-
Kingdom Hearts
Lots
2.
of things can happen in 10 years.
maybe
dude.
Tetsuya Nomura won't make it.
Exactly. And
I'm telling you right now, like, I bet, unfortunately, there has been people that have, like, just kicked the bucket too early. You know, people die in car crashes all the time and stuff like that. Like, what makes you think, like, that person wasn't a gamer that liked a specific game or a specific
he'll never
series of
get it.
games,
Yeah.
and he'll never get it. Like, that
That's a
sucks,
sad
man.
thought.
And the thing is, what I'm getting at is, with Death Stranding, Norman Reedus can die before the game because Kojima can die before the game comes out.
I mean, that applies to everything. you
Yeah,
know,
it
but, like,
does. But
and unfortunately, it's not like here. Okay, I get their point of view because it's kind of like music. Okay,
oh no,
what's wrong with music?
what's wrong with music, Zahir?
nothing's wrong with music. It's just that, I live in a fear every day that the guys in Blink, my favorite band, they're getting old. They're pushing 40.
Hey,
they're all 40.
If you want, if
Metallica's still here.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Metallica's about to release their new album, I believe in November. They are much older.
But the thing is,
They don't delay.
they're all 40.
They don't delay.
And I'm talking, Mark, Tom, Travis, and Skiba. I don't know how old Skiba is, but whatever.
It's like 50.
And the thing is, they're acting like they're 15, 9 years old,
That's
fighting
true.
with each other.
Metallica.
And it fears me that one day that I will not have another Blink album with Tom because they're acting this way and they can't act like grown-ups and just play music together. Going with the music.
Well, see
And there's fans that want that, right?
Okay, well the thing is, Zahir, you can't just like rush or micromanage music.
No, you can't.
Like you can't. If the feeling's not there, it's not gonna happen.
The thing is, when you've been waiting like 4 years for an album, that they've
Yeah,
been
but
talking about-
but they're gonna. I bet you anything they didn't start for the fans.
I've been waiting 10
They started
years.
for the love of working together.
yeah, no, they did.
Yeah.
They did.
So, do you want them to release an album that was micromanaged and okay, I guess we have to do this album?
No, I went with the love of the music.
Exactly.
Like that.
Anyways, back to gaming.
Which connects to gaming. Now, for example, when you're gonna make a song, when you're gonna record a song, okay,
You need instruments.
let's compare the development of a video game to the development of a song.
Okay.
Two completely different things, but they have most of the same things. So when a game goes into pre-development,
Yes.
that's when they're writing up the story. They're figuring out.
That's when they're forming their team together.
Yeah,
That's
forming their
when-
team together. Da, da, da. When you're gonna write a song or you're gonna record a song, well, first of all, you have to get inspired. You have to think of something that you want to talk about.
Okay.
Then it goes into development, right?
Mhm.
So it's your song, it goes back to your song. You're actually writing the lyrics. You're figuring out what's going to go where, what words to take out, new words to put in, the way it's going to flow, the way it's going to look like. Okay, cool. Now that you have your song, let's say, and you kind of have an idea of what you want it to sound like, you have to put in the instruments. And that's where things get kind of, complicated. Why? Well, you're going to record a song. It's going to be recorded. Obviously, you're going to want the best guitar you can get. Let's say it's a rock band.
The best
guitar you can. First of all, the best recording equipment you can get because,
It's very important.
let's say your only recording equipment is like an iPod from like back then.
A Shure M78.
Yeah. So, you're gonna want the best recording equipment you can get, the best guitar you can get, the one that sounds nice, the one that sounds, you plug the string and it's like, wow, okay, I like this sound. Because unfortunately, yes, a guitar is a guitar is a guitar. No, it's not, because lots of guitars just have different
There's lots
sounds.
of parts
Yeah.
involved in a guitar.
So the best acoustic, the best electric you can buy, the ones that the strings just feel nice. The drums you can't, you can't use those drums.
Zahir has
has
drums,
Zahir
yeah.
has like drums in his thing, but it's a beginning drum set. You know, you're not gonna use that.
You're gonna use like a decked out one.
Yeah,
With unnecessary parts.
Point is, there's a lot of
there.
thought that goes
Exactly.
into developing a song,
And
as there is.
no, there not even a lot of thought. You remember, you already like thought up of the song. Now you have to choose the instruments.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like you already let's say pre-development. Okay, you got your team. Da da
your
da.
engine.
Now we're gonna start working on the game. Cool. You got to make every little thing work because that's honestly what makes a good game a good game. You yourself have said, Ricky, like sometimes there's things in video games, the smallest details that just make you go like, as a gamer, they just make you like, wow, they included that.
Yeah, you know,
Like the side conversation in Psychonauts.
yeah, there's that, which is hilarious, and then even something released recently in Uncharted 4. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when Nathan Drake hangs onto a pipe, it bends down a little bit in the area where he's holding it. Who thinks of that? You know, it's like most people just put a pipe, he's holding on, and he swings.
No, but
who's gonna look? Also, when he does the sliding, if he hits one rock, that rock hits another rock when it's sliding down, and that hits another, and it does this whole like actual realistic physics stuff going on. That I could not even imagine how they pull that off, and no one's gonna see it because the camera is behind Nathan Drake when he's sliding, so no one's gonna see that unless they turn around. But
But the thing is, they do that.
yeah, and that's
what makes a good game a good
that's what
game.
amazes me.
Now,
That's when you know there's like so
yeah.
much thought and love. put into it.
Exactly. So, in a sense, yes, I do understand. You know, obviously, you know, the development of a song is nothing
Like a game,
but
especially considering you have to make songs for games.
Exactly. I do understand why a game like could be delayed so many times.
There's so many
But
factors.
there's a point in
So-
time where you're gonna be like, all right, guys, you need to stop delaying and release the game.
Now, but hang on. My point of view. See, your point of view is like you guys need to stop delaying games. Right?
No. My point of view is stop announcing games
Yes,
way too
that's
early.
exactly what
Okay.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
My point of view is
Nothing. 'Cause you said,
nothing because I don't like it. No. It's the same thing. You know, if you really don't think, or if you put a deadline,
make it.
I feel like if you put a release date, you yourself set yourself up for failure because you already put a deadline on yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, yes, I do understand that. Okay, we're all human. I didn't know that my game was gonna be so
Ambitious.
ambitious, and I was gonna need more time and a bigger team and a better engine and yada 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 yada.
You okay?
But
How many delays I read off the news from this week?
exactly now.
know,
Too many.
Too
Now, sure, you are taking the time to make your game the best it can be, sure, but not only are you hurting your credibility, you're also hurting the people that believe in you.
Oh yeah.
So, Tetsuya Nomura, you are loved.
Hajime Tabata.
Hajime Tabata, you are loved by the Square Enix fan base. Loved.
No way.
Why? Because you guys provide us with not only a game, you guys provide us with memories, you guys provide us with emotions, you guys provide us with just experiences that who's to say a game hasn't changed your life in a way? Who's to say a game hasn't
has.
impacted your life in a positive manner?
Oh, it definitely has, yeah.
So these people, these awesome, creators, they provide that for us, and even though and they do it in such a way that just like make us sometimes better people, Now, obviously you where was I going with this? Oh, okay. So sometimes it's honestly like, I don't know if any of you like have ever been promised something by like your parents, like, oh yeah, I'll get you this for your birthday,
And they don't get it.
and they don't get it to you, like,
No, because my dad loves me.
oh well.
What's his name?
Oh my god. Oh no.
Andrew. What was his name?
And who?
No. Your dad.
My dad and I share the same name, Zahir.
No. Play your PlayStation
Adam
4.
Smith?
Adam Boys.
Adam Boys.
Your dad loves you.
He does love
He
you.
gets you all the PlayStation.
No, but yeah, sooner or later you're gonna start losing credibility for that person.
Yeah.
So obviously, yeah, whenever Final Fantasy 15,
comes out.
news come out about the release date, it's gonna be like,
Or whatever.
Exactly. I don't.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want?
Well, yeah, I was about to say, yeah, speaking on that, I can vouch for that because I don't believe it's coming out November 29th still. Not until it's in our hands.
Like, I mean, even as Ricky, I'm really hyped for that. Well, I was really hyped for that game. And now I'm to the point where, like, I don't want to see any more of that game. Not at all.
But it's like every week.
It's every week, yeah, because
I think we've mentioned it every single
podcast
we've had.
But the thing is, like, they're trying to, like, shove it down our throats that, like, hey, we're still relevant. This game's still coming out sometime. And I told Ricky, like, please don't link me to anything Final Fantasy 15 related unless, it's, like, news that I have to write.
And I actually went out of my way to warn him about the new trailer, too.
Yeah, like, I told him, like, I'm not going to watch Kingsglaive anytime soon until the game's out because I want it fresh. I don't want to see any more of that game. I just want that game to be out. It was a whole, like, Mighty Number 9 thing where it kept getting delayed, and people who were on the
hype train got off.
And like, paid for that game to be made, they got off. The game comes out, it underperforms.
Well, that was probably not because of the delay.
Well, no, it's not. But where I'm going at is that, like, now I see Square Enix. They start out with Kingdom Hearts 3, a game that they announced a while back, or Final Fantasy 15. It's just not going to come out. So that's why we make the jokes of Kingdom Hearts 3 is not coming out until the year 2020, 2019. Because Final Fantasy 15 probably won't come out.
That's where their credibility is now.
Yeah. And like Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I'm not going to see that game anytime soon.
People think it's going to come next year for its, what are we at, 20th anniversary?
I don't think so.
And maybe they don't realize it, but like I said, like, games are like a work of art, but unfortunately, when you're handling a business, credibility is a huge thing.
It is.
Because it's still your product that you want people to purchase.
And on top of that, if you're constantly delaying it, a lot of people have the wrong idea of the quality of it. They're always like, oh, well, they're at a point where they weren't sure, so they had to, take more time.
And or sometimes there's just people like, why even bother? The game is out, but like, honestly, like...
You don't care anymore.
No.
Yeah, you don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you have so many things going on. Like, imagine, I don't know, like...
And this also works in a...
Like, dude, hang on, sorry. Some of the people that, like... We know from high school.
Yeah.
Like, they have kids now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of those people I remember being excited about Final Fantasy Versus 13 with too.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Some
people I've had Kingdom Hearts 3 conversations with.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Some people that we went to high school with have died, and they were huge Kingdom Hearts fans.
Really?
Yeah, they have. Some people have been hit by cars. Some accidents happen.
Accidents happen. People fall off bridges. People just die.
Yeah,
and it sucks.
It does suck.
Lot of stuff happens.
But I'm gonna say it. Well, believe it or not, a positive thing about delays.
They make games better.
All right. If you guys haven't heard, because I was supposed to write an article on it, but I never did. Blaze Blue Central Fiction.
Delayed for voice acting?
No.
Aww.
It's not delayed. It's coming out, and the reason why it's coming out so early is because they don't want to add voice acting, English voice acting.
Yeah.
Which is really, really, really dumb. Really dumb. You know why? Because they just alienated a bunch of their fans. Hold on. Let me just finish real quick. Now, for the fucking weebs out there that are like, I mean, it's fine because the game could come out earlier and we could just play it. No, fuck you guys. You know why? Because now I can't enjoy the game.
Hidden Item and No Way endorses don't
the fucking
unsubscribe.
Of you guys.
Yeah.
No, okay, don't fuck you guys. But I mean, screw you guys for
Hidden Item and No Way endorses the screwing
of you guys.
For like, saying like naysayers are like, no, we want the game early. Just give us the game and screw the people that don't want English voice acting. The thing
Hidden Item does not judge you for being a weeb.
Because there's the thing about the English voice actors, like I cannot think they all had jobs and then
they did it.
No, they don't. And I can't play Blaze Blue. Like I already have an image of what Ragnar's voice is. I know Noel and stuff like that. And
they actually out of like all those games where like sometimes there's some credibility where it's like, oh, the English is bad and Japanese is good, but Blaze Blue,
That's a damn good English.
loved
VA.
their English voice acting.
Yeah. Hell yeah, and it's like, okay. They said that the guy Arc, I forgot what company that's
Arc System works.
System. Yeah. They said, oh, well, we're sad to announce. Bullshit, they're not sad to announce. that this game is going to not have English voice acting. And people already kind of saw it because they did with Guilty Gear. And we were like, no, but Blaze Blue has such an iconic cast. They're not going to do it, especially with a game that has a bunch of story. I don't want to hear that in Japanese and then read it in English.
You know what, Ivan? When I was living with you, do you remember one time we were playing Blaze Blue and I had it set to English, and just for one line, I have no idea. It just switched to Japanese. You don't remember?
I can't remember.
Yeah, Noel
remember.
was speaking in English, and then and the text was still in English.
Maybe
and
it
then
was
in
just
Japanese, and then after that, it just switched back to English, and you and I exchanged.
It
a
just
look.
couldn't be translated into English.
Anyways,
The words were not going to work.
Anyways,
it was the damnedest thing.
it sucks because there's like a petition right now, and like I'd love to like
Those don't work often.
give a shout out. That's what I'm saying. Like, give a shout out to that petition. Go if you guys find it. I'll probably put a link somewhere
Link in the description.
Please go sign it. Ragna's voice actor is very vocal about like that he wants to. They all want an English voice.
That's
for
their
Blaze
jobs,
Blue. Yeah,
yeah.
that's their job. But look at all the fans. Like I was talking to Alec, our buddy Alec. And we're really upset.
Alex,
about it. And
don't mention me.
I'm more like kind of the point was like I kind of don't want to get the game anymore because I'm not gonna have English. We don't play the games.
It's a weird
for the
feel.
yeah. We don't play the games, of course, for the voice and stuff like we play for the gameplay.
And also in Blaze Blue's
The story.
case, the story is kind of
And my
fun.
argument for that is just that I don't want to sit there and I can't be fully immersed with the story because I'm hearing Japanese, but I'm reading. It's the same when I'm watching anime. Sometimes I can't get as immersed in the anime as I want to be because I'm reading and kind of seeing what's going on at the same time. Where like for example, Dragon Ball. I could just put it on English or Spanish, and I could understand what's going on, and I could focus more on like the art and like the fight.
Goku!
Anyways, for delays, delay the game, add the acting, is what you're saying.
Yeah, delay the game, add the acting. Now the ARC system works. Is that what they are?
Yeah,
They said possibly, and this is a big fat lie.
DLC.
Possibly they could add voice acting in a patch later on. That's just giving us false hope because I'm pretty sure they're not going to do that unless we're vocal about it. I mean, Ricky. You always tell me petitions don't usually help.
Yep.
And I
usually
still
don't.
sign them
Yeah.
because I think maybe they'll listen to their fans. And right now, I think they have like 6,000 signatures. It's not enough.
Unfortunately, what I could say about that is the game's still going to sell.
The game's still gonna sell. It is. It was the same thing with Fire Emblem.
So
Fates.
you can be as vocal as you want. You can sign all the petitions that you want. But in the end, if you still buy the game, what does that say? I guarantee you a good maybe 70% of people signing that petition.
are gonna still get
No,
the game.
more than that. I'd say 90% because these people care so much about the game, they're willing to sign a petition. They're still going to get the game.
Yeah, and I'm not saying please don't buy the game. No, buy the game because if you don't buy the game, they're not gonna make more of it. But as this game's gonna be like the conclusion of Ragnar's story, why aren't you gonna have the whole English cast for it from the beginning to the end?
Yep, for the last chapter, it's gotta be complete.
Now, to me, a good delay would be, hey, delay the game 2 more months. I say it would be 2 months for voice and kind of like putting it in. And the guy was like, no, it's gonna take another 9 months to delay. That's bullshit. That's a bullshit lie. I said a good 2 or 3 months to delay it. I wouldn't mind. It'd be a good delay because then people like me can be fully immersed in the game.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna put out one last thought on delays because this turned into a whole voice acting thing for Blaze Blue.
Blaze Blue, and then before that was like a speech about
Music.
and then before
No,
that
I'm gonna
was
put
like,
one more thought on delays. Another negative that can come out of delays.
Okay.
I mean, the positives are the games are always better. Every single time there is a delay, the game is always better. No one delays their games to make it worse. That would be very stupid.
Except for Sega.
No,
They don't know how to make a game.
no,
Sonic.
no. They delay a game and it just gets nowhere. But no. Anyways, another thing that could hurt is the fact that yes, let's look
I
at
still
Final
love you,
Fantasy
Sega.
15 for instance. That game, the hype is astonishingly high. And it shouldn't be. But the reason it is because of the delays that it's been going through. It's been gestating for 10 years. It's going to come out, and it's not going to reach anyone's expectations.
No,
Same
no,
thing.
no.
Same thing with The Last Guardian. It's not going to reach anyone's expectations because of the time we've been waiting and the hype that's come out of that wait period. And then come Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, anything else in that genre or a Fumito Ueda game for Last Guardian, they're going to be like, why should I get this? I didn't like the last one because it didn't reach my expectations.
Yeah.
Whereas if it came out on time, they would have a much more positive outlook on
And
it.
that's my fear for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, let's wait until there's a date.
A date.
Yeah, but they did announce
we've
that way
already-
too early.
And we've been waiting it since Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, but it's not like there has been
mean,
no
there's-
Kingdom Hearts game since.
It's funny that you say that earlier, their statement about not meeting expectations, because I read somewhere The Last Guardian, an article somewhere, The Last Guardian, it didn't meet the person's expectations. He said it was whatever.
Fumito Ueda.
And then another person about Final Fantasy 15, he says, or she says, you know what? I'm more excited for World of Final Fantasy instead of Final Fantasy 15.
You're talking about people who have played the game.
Yeah, but then they're talking about like how the hype. They're more excited for World of Final Fantasy than they are for 15, and it's like now I'm kind of like seeing it's like yeah, Final Fantasy 15 is not going to be what I expected.
It's not going to be what anyone expects.
Because that game
Guaranteed.
came out last year, you know. But like, let's say like all
9
the-
years.
Yeah, let's just say the game came out last year, and it was fully developed and done. I'd still be pretty hyped for it, but like since the beginning of this year, like it just went down and down and down. The only thing that redeemed it was Prompto's VR experience, and all the news I kept getting, like hearing, it's like was going with the whole ambition thing. It started off with you could play as all the characters, it's all the characters in the main story. Now you have to play their DLC, and that makes me go, okay, now the train. This is my stop. I'm not going to ride this train anymore until the game comes out.
Yeah. So I guess closing thoughts on this because it's been going on for a little while. Delays, they're good, always good
Just
for the
annoying.
game. Just what's bad about them is how often it's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
For game developers, for anyone who actually comes across this video or audio version on iTunes or wherever you can find it, you need to be more.
Just have us like on a CD and
Yeah.
like as like a
Delay.
frickin' Radio Shack or something.
I would say delay the game in studio. Don't publicly announce the release date of a game. Don't announce a game like you did with Kingdom Hearts 3 before development even started. Same thing with the Final Fantasy 7 remake
Or Death Stranding.
or Death Stranding. That was a big mistake too. And just announce it
When it's
at the
done.
most 18 months, a year and a half.
Do what Bethesda about it with Fallout.
But Bethesda did it really well with Fallout.
Perfectly.
Came out 6 months later, out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, announcement out. But we can do a movie industry thing. Sometimes they announce things way out of proportion, but let's just say a year and a half, 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is like the max you can announce something and then have it released.
I'd honestly just give it the 6-month rule.
That would be the best.
That would be the
That would
best.
be the best thing. But then every E3 would go by with nothing.
Okay, so, man, that was a long one.
It was.
That's what she said.
So, shut up.